My name is Kaylin and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. This channel is dedicated to a law of assumption and me helping you create your desired reality. Trust the process. If you like more of a one-on-one approach, I do offer coaching, so go ahead and look down in my description box for more information on that. But let's get straight into today's video. I want to talk about third parties. I have neglected and purposely try not to talk about them, but it's okay because everyone has their own situation and circumstance that don't matter. And let me tell you a story from Neville, who had a third party and he got what he wanted, so you can get what you want. You're no exception to the rule. So Neville literally goes into detail about his situation. He said this: "When I decided to marry the lady who now bears my name, I applied this principle. At the time, I was terribly involved. I had married at the age of 18 and became a father at 19. We separated that year, but I never sought a divorce. Therefore, my separation was not legal in the state of New York. 16 years later, when I fell in love and wanted to marry my present wife, I decided to sleep as though we were married. While sleeping physically in my hotel room, I slept imaginatively in an apartment, she in one bed and I in the other." So I want to just stop right there. Clearly, Neville had a three-piece situation. He was entangled. He had a previous wife, and obviously they've been estranged for who knows how long, but he wanted to be with this lady. He wanted to be with his present wife. And whatever his circumstance was, let me show you how he got out of it. "My dance partner did not want me to marry, so she told my wife, treacherous behavior, that I would be seeking a divorce and make herself scarce, which she did, taking up residence in another state. But I persisted. Night after night, I slept in the assumption that I was happily married to the girl I love." This goes to all of you. So, you see how the circumstances are kind of getting out of control? His own friend, his dance partner, told his wife, "Hey, he's gonna divorce you. You might want to skedaddle, move around a little bit, so he can't find you and get to you and serve you those divorce papers. He want to be with old girl." You see how that situation kind of just blew up? But what did Neville do? My man said he persisted. Does that mean that he didn't have any, qualms about, damn, I'm just trying to find love. I'm just trying to do the right thing. The right thing would be divorce, but I get it. Whatever the case may be between you and I, we've been estranged, but you still want to act the way you do. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna persist in my imagination, because he's a theater kid. He liked to play with his visualizations and whatnot. If you like to affirm, like moi, you can do the same thing. You're still gonna persist with your affirmations. You're gonna go to sleep affirming the reality that you want to be in. Let me continue. Within a week, 1 week, I received a call requesting me to be in court the next Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Giving me no reason why I should be there, I dismissed the request thinking it was a hoax played on me by a friend. So the next Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m., I was unshaved and only casually dressed when the phone rang and a lady said it would be to your advantage as a public figure to be in court this morning as your wife is on trial. What a shock! I quickly thanked the lady, called a taxi, and arrived just as the court began. My wife had been caught lifting a few items from a store in New York City, which she had not paid for. Asking to speak on her behalf, I said she is my wife and the mother of my son. Although we have been separated for 16 years, as far as I know, she has never done this before, and I do not think she will ever do it again. We have a marvelous son. Please do nothing to her to reflect in any way upon our son who lives with me. If I may say something, she is 8 years my senior and may be passing through a certain emotional state which prompted her to do what she did. If you must sentence her, then please suspend it. Let's break that apart real quick. So the circumstances went from what the hell, which is bad, to what the hell? It might be in my benefit. Let's see. Neville clearly, like I said, he got a response within 1 week of being persistent. That is how the 3D world works, especially when you are training your mind in a new thought. No matter what the 3D shows you, you leave it alone and you keep persisting what you want. He clearly got a response that his manifestation was working, but because of bridge of incidents, unbeknown to him, he tried to say, I'll just pass that off. It must be a hoax. My friends are playing with me. Let me just ignore that. It's okay. We know how manifestation is so perfect and true. If something needs to happen, it will happen. So he got another call that following Tuesday that he was supposed to be in court for his wife. Hey, you sure you don't want to be here? It might be in your best interest. It's for your current wife. Oh, really? Oh, well, thank you for letting me know. Oh my gosh, I'll be there right away. He wasn't seeking or looking to destroy her for any type of reason to get what he wanted. He decided to apply his own teaching, which is the golden rule. I will treat you the way I would want you to treat me. Yeah, I can bash you. I can talk about you from sun up to sundown and say you're a low down, dirty hoe. But that's not what he did. He didn't do that at all. He spoke from the heart, and he spoke on her behalf in a loving manner still. Regardless, even though he was aware that she skipped town just to not be served divorce papers. He was aware of all that, and he still did the right thing. The judge then said to me, in all of my years on the bench, I have never heard an appeal like this. Your wife tells me you want a divorce, and here you could have tangible evidence for it, yet you plead for her release. He then sentenced her for 6 months and then suspended the sentence. My wife waited for me at the back of the room and said, Neville, that was a decent thing to do. Give me the subpoena and I will sign it. We took a taxi together and I did, which was not legal. I served my own subpoena and she signed it. Now, who was the cause of her misfortune? She lived in another state, but came to New York City to do an act for which she was caught and tried. So I say, every being in the world will serve your purpose. So in the end, you will say, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Let that be something that sticks with you. If you have a third party, clearly, don't focus on how to untangle yourself from the third party. Go to the end. Go to the end. Whatever that looks like to you, if it's manifesting in steps, go from the end of that step that you want to get to. That's all you have to do. You don't concern yourself with how to get rid of them, how to clear up your circumstances by physically doing something to get rid of them. No, you leave them the fuck alone. Just like how when you want an SP, you leave them the fuck alone. And you only focus on you. You, because the God within you will figure everything out the way that it needs to be figured out. The lady was in New York City. Even though she had ran away and didn't want to even get divorce papers, she got caught. She got caught stealing. And somehow, some way, had her butt come back to New York City for the crime, and now she has to do the time. This is what happens, and I think it's amazing when you want something to happen, but you do not force it to happen. You're just faithful to your end. It'll clear itself up as it always does. It'll have a natural fix, a solution, as if it was never a big deal in the first place. That's how I want you to treat your third party. They're not a big deal. They're not. They never were. You're just making them important. They're not important. You're important. You're important to SP. You and SP are together. Why are you making someone else more important than you? That makes no sense. Take them off the pedestal, because you have now your third party means so much to you. Importance, meaning, and attachment. Can't do that. Dwindle it. Go straight to the end. SP wants to be with me. SP is with me. I'm their girlfriend. I'm their boyfriend. They only want to be with me. You don't concern yourself with nothing else. Everything else is fluff. Everything else means nothing to you. Only a week went by for him. It could happen sooner for you. Heck, it might take just a couple more weeks afterwards. The duration period is really up to you. All you need to do is just keep believing. You keep persisting. That's all you got to do. That's it. And watch how your life conforms to who you are saying that you are. He wanted to be that woman's husband. He wanted her as his wife. The law had to be perfect. Saw that he was tangled up in something. Not a big deal. Let me just fix it for you like that. Now he can pursue the woman with no entanglement. He was free. He didn't have a Jada Pinkett problem. He was over with. It was a free, fair shot now for her to be his wife. Ta-da! Isn't that a beautiful love story? Make your life the same way. You create your love story. Stop giving attention to your third party and go be happy. Persist. Thank you for watching today's video. As always, like, share, subscribe, and happy manifesting.
On fire to fuego, we pass it round hot potato. Everything is nuevo. I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso.